morning. Today we are going to continue the exercise 16a. In the previous video we have done till question number 4. So here we are going to begin with question number 5. Question number 5. Your question is differentiate root x plus 1. So as usual we are going to differentiate this by using the first principle. So we will assume the function to be y, right? And then we name this as equation number 1. Is this very clear? Equation number 1. Next, we are going to increase y and x by a small quantity, that is delta y and delta x. So y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x plus 1. And then we will name this as equation number 2. After this, what we do is we are subtracting equation number 1 from equation number 2. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So by doing so, what do we get? Y plus delta y minus y is equal to root over x plus delta x plus 1. This is all under root, right? And then minus root over x plus 1. Clear? So by subtracting we cancel this 2, and then in the next step we divide it by delta x. We write this in the form of ratio, delta y over delta x. So this side also we will do the same thing. This is root over x plus delta x plus 1 minus root over x plus 1, and then divided by delta x. Clear? Now you can see this has to be rationalized, right? So we will do the rationalization, and same time we will also take the limit on both the side. So take limit, okay, as delta x tending to 0. So here we can write this as dy by dx. This side limit delta x tending to 0. Now first rewrite it, root over x plus delta x plus 1. This is delta x plus 1 minus root over x plus 1 divided by delta x. And then to rationalize it, we will multiply numerator and denominator by the same quantity with a different sign. So root over x plus delta x plus 1. And then here we write with plus sign, root over x plus 1. Denominator also with the same, root over x plus delta x plus 1 plus root over x plus 1. So as a result, what will happen? In the numerator we can see it will get converted into difference of a square, because these two are the factor of difference of a square. So root over x plus delta x plus 1 square minus root over x plus 1 square. Denominator we will write this as delta x into these two, root over x plus delta x plus 1 plus root over x plus 1. Is this okay? Now you know, like this square and this square will get cancelled. So in the next step we will have dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tending to 0. This becomes x plus delta x plus 1. Root disappeared. Now we are going to do the same thing with this another expression also in the next part. Now when you remove this square root sign, so the square and square root gets cancelled, and when you open the bracket, before that there is a minus sign. So when I write these two terms, their sign will change. So they will become negative. Minus x minus 1 divided by, as it is, delta x into root over x plus delta x plus 1 plus root over x plus 1. Am I very clear? Now we can see here numerator can be simplified. X and minus x cancel. Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. This delta x and this delta x also gets cancelled. That means in the numerator now we are only left with 1. Okay. So since everything gets cancelled, does that mean that it becomes 0? Please be very mindful that this 2 gets cancelled. So this 2 is 0. This 2 also gets cancelled. This 2 is 0. So delta x plus this 0 plus 0. That means delta x and delta x and then this delta x, because this is monomial, right? And this is a form of multiplication. So they can be cancelled. Am I clear? Now for the remaining we will apply the limit. So when you apply the limit, wherever we find delta x, that part will be made equal to 0. And therefore this will become 1, numerator is 1, denominator, this part will become 0. So we don't need to reflect now. So we can simply write here, from here we will get x plus 1, and then this is as it is, x plus 1. Now in the denominator both the terms are same, so they can be added and their coefficient is 1 and 1. Therefore the answer will be, final answer will be 1 over 2 root of x plus 1. And this becomes your answer. Hope I could make you clear. Thank you. Now we are moving to question number 6. Here I would like to make one thing very clear, that depending on the question, the length could be less or more. The question can be sometimes lengthy also, but no questions are difficult in exercise 16a. In fact, the differentiation as a whole also is a very, very interesting chapter, right? So please do not be scared of the length of the solution. Just have patience. Now you have reached to class 11 standard, where you should be able to do lengthy questions also. And this is interesting, very, very interesting topic. And all the questions will go in the same manner. But just because of the nature of the question, sometimes it could go a little lengthy, right? But the number of steps are not going to increase. Am I very clear? So with this, I will show you this question. It looks very simple, but then it will be little lengthy. Not at all difficult. Not at all difficult. Repeatedly I am telling you, not at all you will find it difficult. But only the thing is, it will be little lengthy, and you have to be, because it's a fraction number, so you should be comfortable adding or subtracting the fractional number. So if you are comfortable doing addition and subtraction of the fractional number, you will enjoy this question, right? So with this, I will show you. First of all, step number 1, as usual, we will assume this as equal to y, and we will name this as equation number 1. This question is going to be little lengthy, but interesting. Okay. So second step is y plus delta y is equal to, now every x will be increased in the same manner. Okay. So 2 into x plus delta x plus 3. Okay. And then divided by 3 into x plus delta x plus 2. I'm taking all the precaution about the size of the font so that it should be reader friendly, as well as I should be able to also fit the question in the small board. Is this very clear? So now what we can do is we can simplify also. Let us simplify, because finally we are going to subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. So that time we will need, so beforehand only I will keep it ready. So this becomes 2x plus 2 delta x and plus 3. Because when you open the bracket, this both the term will be multiplied by 2. So 2 into x, 2x, and then 2 delta x. And in the denominator also, we will do the same thing. 3x and plus 3 delta x plus 2. And now I will name this as equation number 2. Clear? Now we will subtract the same thing. Subtracting 2 equation 1 from equation 2. So what do we get? Y plus delta y minus y is equal to, now first of all we'll write this expression, 2x plus 2 delta x plus 3 divided by 3x plus 3 delta x plus 2. Then we'll write this part, minus 2x plus 3 divided by 3x plus 2. Clear? Now after writing this step, you might have understood now these are the two fraction number and it needs to be simplified. So you know how to, you are very comfortable simplifying the fractional numbers, right? What we do is we find the LCM and then after finding the LCM we find the numerator. Okay? So you already know the rules. This y minus y, this plus y cancel. This is delta y is equal to, now LCM of this both, okay, will be just the product of these two, because we don't know what is the common divisor. The numbers are as such. We are not in a position to know what is the common divisor. Therefore, when you are uncomfortable, when you have difficulty finding the common divisor of the two numbers, you can just go for multiplication directly to find the LCM. So it becomes 3x plus 2 into 3x plus 3 delta x plus 2. Now when you are writing this product of these two numbers, you know multiplication is commutative, order does not matter. So any of these two numbers I can write first and next, right? So don't be surprised. Now I am going to find out the numerator. Since I have got this LCM by direct multiplication, numerator we can get by cross multiplication. Every now and then I used to remind you. So let us go for that. So in order to save my space, directly I am going to multiply. Not I am just going to show you, but I am going to actually multiply also. Okay, so that I can save the space. So first of all, I will multiply this all the term by 3x, right, and then by 2. So first of all, let us go for 3x. So 3x into this whole thing. So this is 6x square plus 6x delta x and then plus 9x. Clear? Now with 2. So plus 4x plus 4 delta x and plus 6. Is this okay? In order to write it in a small space only, what I will do is I will write this whole thing in double line. Right? Double line, so that I can manage. So this cross multiplication, the denominator I will write little here. Denominator is 3x plus 2 into 3x plus 3 delta x plus 2. Is it alright? Now, after multiplying these two, this is one of the numerator. Now, next numerator we can get by multiplying these two. Right? So, we are going to multiply these two. And please be very mindful that this, all the terms are positive. These also all the terms are positive, but when you are going to multiply, after multiplying, you see that here there is a minus sign before that. That means the product, when you multiply these two and get the numerator, the sign of all the terms after this will change. Right? Actually, if this was not there, if this was positive, then the product of this and then this, each and every term would have been positive. Clear? But because of this minus sign, the each and every term will become negative. So keeping that in mind, I am writing all the terms now. Minus with 2x, first of all with 2x, minus 6x square, then minus 6x delta x, and then plus 4, plus 4x. Am I clear? Now I am going to multiply by 3. So, sorry, all the signs are changing. So this is also minus. Now minus again, 9x square, 9x, and then minus 9 delta x, and then minus 6. So I got all the product. Now after this we will simplify. So this 6x square, this 6x square cancel, this and this is cancel. Clear? Plus 6 and minus 6 also cancel. Am I clear? Now we will we have to still simplify because there are like term. this is plus 4x and this is minus 4x. This is plus 9x and this is minus 9x. Clear? Now what we are left with is only these two terms, isn't it? And they are also like terms, so they will be simplified. So we will simplify these two, and then same time we will divide both the sides by delta x. Delta y over delta x is equal to, so plus 4 delta x and minus 9 delta x. It will become minus 5 delta x, and then remaining in the denominator. Okay, you are dividing delta x, so first of all I will write here introduce delta x, and then remaining 3x plus 2 into 3x plus 3 delta x plus 2, isn't it? Now let us simplify. This and this gets cancelled. After this, now we can take the limit. Take limit as delta x tending to 0. So left hand side will become dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tending to 0 minus 5, only minus 5 in the numerator. Denominator we are left with 3x plus 2 and then 3x plus 3 delta x plus 2. Can you cross check it? Is it fine? Now we will take the value. So wherever you find this part, this term, that part will become 0. So it is now equal to dy by dx is equal to minus 5 divided by 3x plus 2, right? And then this also will become 3x plus 2. Both the terms are same, so we can write this in the exponential form, and this becomes 3x plus 2 whole to the power 2. Is it very clear? So this is your answer. Alright, the next question we have is question number 8, right? This question is again a little different from the other previous questions. X plus 1 over x. Whatever is the function, when we are asked to find the derivative of a function by using the first principle, right, we will follow the same step, okay? But here we have to be good in simplification part, application part. Means we should be able to do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for all type of number. For all type of number means whole number, natural number, radical number, fractional number, right? If we know the applicable operation of all type of number, in that case, then there will be no issue. Okay. So here we have a mixture of whole number and the fraction number. So I'm going to show you how can we find the derivative of this kind of function by using the first principle. So we are going to start. First of all, we will assume this as equal to y. Is this okay? Now this time, because this is given as a binomial, right? And then there something can be done with this. So before naming, just by denoting it by y, I am not going to give it a name, right? This is just for my own convenience. I will first of all simplify and make this into 1. And after that we will name this equation. So when I simplify, you should know that how to simplify a whole number and a fraction number. I have told you before also, when you have mixed type of number, a fraction number and a whole number, for your convenience, you can see this also as a fraction number only. Because every number is a fraction number. When there is no denominator, it used to be always 1. And therefore, for my own convenience, is it okay? Mathematically, this is not required. This is just to show you. Okay? I have written 1 in the denominator. And after this, I will operate the two fraction number and make this as equal to 1. So, LCM of these two is x, and then numerator x square plus 1. Now, after simplifying it as this, I will now write equation number 1. What I did is, I did very simple task. I did just the modification of the question. I have modified the quotient and then I named this as a step number 1. Right? Step number 2, as usual, what? Y plus delta y. Is it okay? So this side also x plus delta x and then whole square plus 1 divided by x plus delta x. Am I very clear? So I have increased both the side. I increase the y by delta y and then x by delta x. Now normally we give this name as equation number 2. But here also, first of all I will modify and then we will name this as equation number 2. So that modification, what I am going to do is I am going to use the I am going to write the expansion of this perfect square, and then after that we will name this equation. So a plus b whole square, you know what is the expansion? X square plus 2ab, that means 2x into delta x, and then b square means delta x square, and then I will write plus 1, and now denominator as it is x plus delta x. After modifying this numerator, right? After modifying the right hand side of this second part, I will now name this as equation number 2. So what you have noticed in this question is I have delayed naming the first equation and then second equation, right? I did some modification in the equation, then I have named it as equation number 1. Then after increasing the y value and x value, again I did some modification, then only I have named the equation. This is just in order so that in future, later on, I will be comfortable, I will be at ease subtracting equation number 1 from equation number 2. Now you will see the benefit why I did that. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. What do we get? Y plus delta y minus y. Left side, right hand side, x square plus twice x delta x plus delta x square and plus 1 divided by x plus delta x. Now I will write this part, x square plus 1 divided by x. Right? Now you might have understood that what is the benefit of this, because if you were writing this minus this directly, then this calculation would have been a little difficult. So by doing this modification and then this modification, I made my work more comfortable. Right? Now I can easily simplify the two fraction number. I can easily take the LCM and then also find out the numerator. Is it okay? So I am going to now continue the next step. This y and this y is cancelled. We are left with the delta y. Delta y is equal to, now let us find the LCM first of all. LCM of these two will be x into x plus delta x. Now numerator we are going to get, since this denominator is obtained by direct multiplication, therefore numerator also we can get by the cross multiplication. Okay, so first of all let us multiply these two. So x square, x multiplying all the terms. So it becomes x cube, then 2x square delta x plus x delta x square and then plus x. So multiplication of x with this all the term is completed now. Now I am going to multiply these two. Now here both the terms are positive, here also both the terms are positive. So the product of this binomial and then this binomial will be, obviously each and every term will be positive, but because there is a minus sign, so all that terms will become negative. So I am going to start now. First of all with x into this. So minus x cube minus x. Now with delta x. So minus x square delta x and then minus delta x. Is this understood now? Now after multiplying, after simplifying this, we have to check whether there is any like term or not. Okay? Anything can be simplified. So this x cube and this minus x cube cancel. This plus x, this minus x cancel. Is this okay? Now now there is nothing cancelable, but then if we have any like term that can be made into 1, so this is 2x square delta x, this is x delta x square different, this is x square delta x square delta x. Yes, this term and then this term. These two terms are like term because this is x square delta x and this also is x square delta x. The coefficient of this one is -1, the coefficient of this one is +1. So these two only can be simplified, the other two will remain as it is. So let me simplify, and in the same step, okay, this two, the result of these two will become x square delta x. Understood? And this is plus x delta x square and then minus delta x divided by x into x plus delta x. Done? Now, after writing this, what do you notice in the numerator? Delta x is common. So take out the delta x common, and same time we will divide it also by delta x. That is step number 4, where we used to divide both the side by delta x. So this delta y over delta x. Clear? Now in this numerator, from numerator, delta x is taken out as common factor. So from here you are left with x square. From here you are left with only x delta x. X delta x. This is because here delta x power is 2 and only one delta x is out. And then this is another is -1. Denominator, you are going to introduce first of all delta x and then you are going to write the denominator. So x into x plus delta x. Is it okay? Now this delta x and this delta x is cancelled. Now we can take the limit. So take limit as delta x tending to 0. So left side will become dy by dx. Right hand side limit delta x tending to 0, x square plus x delta x minus 1 over x into x plus delta x. Now we are going to take the limit, so wherever we find x delta x, that delta x will become 0. So here the final answer will be dy by dx is equal to, now this will be x square, this term will become 0 and then we are left with -1 in the denominator. This part will become 0, so you are left with only this x and then this x. So x into x is x square. Is this alright? So this is your answer. This is your answer. Now this answer, you can leave the answer into this form. There is no harm, and then you will get full marks. But if you want to again simplify one more step, then that also could be possible. So the another possible answer for this question could be dy by dx is equal to, we will do the redistribution of the denominator. When you do the redistribution of the denominator, x square over x square you will write, and then -1 over x square you will write. Isn't it? This is called as the redistribution. I have told you before also for several times. So final answer is dy by dx is equal to 1 minus 1 over x square, and this becomes your answer. How are you finding this topic? Finding the derivative of a function using the first principle? Is it very interesting or not? Thank you. Now I am taking question number 9, right? The same type question we have done before also. Question number 5 is the same as question number 9, right? But still I thought since this will be a radical questions, therefore I should give one more example on radical type of question, so that your all the doubts about the radical will become very, very clear. Okay, so let us begin this question. First of all, as usual, we will assume this as equal to y and then name this as equation number 1. Now we will go for step number 2, y plus delta y is equal to, this will become x plus delta x and then whole square, and this is plus 1. This is equation number 2. So you can see the two things are done. First step is done. Next step is what? We are going to subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. What do we get? Y plus delta y minus y. On left side, right hand side, we are going to get x plus delta x whole square plus 1. Okay, minus root over x square plus 1. Am I very clear? So you can see here what we have done is we have subtracted the equation from first equation from second equation. Is this all right? Okay. Now what next step we are doing is this is cancelled. After this we will write delta y, right? And then same time I will divide it by delta x. Right hand side, this is root over x plus delta x square plus 1 minus root over x square plus 1, and then we will divide it by delta x. Now after writing this, what we need to do is we need to rationalize. So in the same step we can do the rationalization also, into root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1, and then in place of this minus, now we will have it plus sign. So x square plus 1. Am I clear? Denominator also will write the same thing, root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1 plus root over x square plus 1. Okay. Now numerator is in the form of difference of a square. So we will first of all simplify and we will express them in the form of difference of a square. So this will become root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1, right? And then square of this, and then square of this, because this is a and this is b. So a square minus b square. So this is now x square plus 1 and then square of this. Denominator we will just write as it is, delta x into root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1 plus root over x square plus 1. Done? Now in the numerator, this square and square root will be cancelled. This also square and square root will be cancelled. So first of all, we are simplifying the radical sign, and after simplifying the radical sign, we are also opening the bracket, right? And when you open the bracket, because there is a minus sign, so the sign of these both the terms will change. Okay. So the next step will be, the left hand side is delta y over delta x. Delta x is equal to, this is now x plus delta x whole square plus 1. Is it okay? And then minus this, minus x square and minus 1. Am I understood? Here both the terms became negative because of this minus sign. Denominator is as it is, delta x into root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1 plus root over x square plus 1. Understood? Now in the numerator, for this is a perfect square, a plus b whole square. So after writing the expansion of this a plus b whole square only, we will be able to simplify the numerator. So let us go for that. So dy by dx is equal to a plus b whole square. So x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x square, right? And then this plus 1, and then this remaining minus x square minus 1. Am I understood? Denominator as it is, delta x into x plus delta x whole square plus 1, and then root over all this, and then this plus root over x square plus 1, isn't it? Now let us see what we can simplify in the numerator. X square minus x square cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Now we are left with 2x delta x and plus delta x square in the numerator, and in both the term we have delta x. So can we take out the delta x common out? So from the numerator, if you take out the delta x as common factor, then we are left from here is 2x, and from here you will be left with the delta x, right? And the denominator write as it is, delta x into root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1, root over x square plus 1. Am I clear? Now this delta x and this delta x is cancel. After cancelling, we will take the limit. So take limit as delta x tending to 0. So left hand side will become dy by dx, right hand side limit delta x tending to 0. We are left with 2x plus delta x, and denominator we are left with root over x plus delta x whole square plus 1. This is extended till plus 1, and then plus root over x square plus 1. Am I clear? Now we will take the limit. Wherever we have delta x, that part will be made 0. That means this part is made 0, this part is made 0. So in numerator you will be left with 2x, and in the denominator now from this bracket only you will be having x, and then that will, and this delta x will become 0. So this will become x square plus 1. So this is root over x square plus 1, and then you have another term is root over x square plus 1. Clear or not? Now this both are same, no? So we can add it. Left hand side dy by dx, left hand side. Now right hand side 2x over. They are like terms, so they can be added. So this will become 2 root over x square plus 1. Now this 2 and this 2 is cancelled. So your final answer is dy by dx is equal to x over root over x square plus 1. And this is your final answer. This is your final answer. In the beginning, I told you that there are some questions which will be lengthy, right? But never mind, because the process, the steps are all same. So maybe the algebraic operations will make the question lengthy. So with this, we are ending the session for today. We'll have one more video on this exercise. This is the second video for the exercise 16a. After this, I will release one more video so that we can cover up. I can demonstrate, or I can show you maximum questions, right? So that staying at home, you will have minimum difficulty and you will be comfortable solving, and you will enjoy the limit chapter. Okay. But only one request is, reminder is, if you have any difficulty solving the question, without any hesitation, please throw your question into the WhatsApp group. Right? You know that so far your question I have been responding very quickly, because I always keep my mobile in my hand. Anytime you throw the question, then and there itself, whether it is day or it is night, I solve and then I used to send you back. So please keep that in mind, and without hesitation, feel free to send me the question. With this, thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.